wet weather squarely in the forecast this afternoon in Santa Clara, California at Levi's Stadium. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Defense, keep it up, guys. Mike's 57. Here we go.
They will start this drive with Ford. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
From the 31, Mahomes, throw left side complete.
Oh my God, he
That's
didn't get that.
Crawford. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Oh my God, that was edge.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
On first down, Ford.
Oh my God, gee.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure.
I fucking ducked that.
Is incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Let's see what you got.
Now Mahomes. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. This is Ford. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
57's Mike.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
He's got this
quit
to the 40 before going out. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go, 50. Mike.
And Lance going to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag.
Brian Burns is such a fuck.
Let's check in with our referee.
Get ready.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
I got one.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming.
Oh, catch that!
An interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
58, right over. 58, right there.
Here's Lance. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep, Nyheim Hines. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded just inside the 20.
God, I lost so many yards.
It was a punt of 32 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to or really dread them depending on your point of view.
Bring that
If
in.
you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoffs.
Oh, that was a fucking duck.
Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he
Good
takes
tutty.
this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick six TD.
God damn.
You don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
He's not gonna get me.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early
Dude came
shoppers?
flying.
Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Yellow. Bound to lose one. Hey, we got tight left.
They'll run on first down. It's
What a run.
forward, and nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
Go break up, baby.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yellow. Hey, 43. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Alert. 3 down. Mike 9.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
Let's make these babies
He's going to run
What the fuck?
deep left side. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Why'd he
You don't
duck
see
it
this
that
often. A
far?
quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw, it's Lance. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue, almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Tight end's right. We got three, fellas. We got 3. 24 is the mic. Here we go. Check.
Working from the gun, Lance. Man open,
Damn
that's Jamar Chase complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 4th and inches in plus territory. That seemed like a prime spot to go for it.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize every possession. You trust your offense more than you trust your defense in today's league.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Here's Lance to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Lance looking to throw it. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
Fucking
Touchdown!
fast.
Devontae Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen
Good
behind,
run.
but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check 25.
Mahomes now to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Crawford. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw.
God damn it.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Touchdown 49ers. Michael Pittman, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
We own them.
Now Lance. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Dude, Brian Burns is fucking fast.
A 1-yard gain up to the 26. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Third and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
Move. 3 down. Watch number 5.
From the gun, it's Lance. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Hines now on the return. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little
Lord. God damn it, get out of there.
Stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Come on, D. Hey, 57.
They run with 4. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Yellow. Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's set a tone, fellas.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right.
Dang.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Ooh, coffin punt.
Out at the 3-yard line, a beauty. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Throwing now is Lance. And that is knocked away.
Fucking Roquan.
The field and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And Lance now to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Come on, set, blue, 32. Tight end right, tight end right. 4 down, 4 down. Alert.
Lance now on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Strong right. We got 3 down, 3 down. 24 is the blue striker. Here we go. 24 is the mic. Rip left, rip left.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance.
Oh,
Left side, it's
Jesus.
He's got it. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Going for the deep ball. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Odd. 3 down, 3 down. Odd.
Now a play fake. Lance. Over the middle. That's caught by Chase. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. You go night. Time to go night.
Back to throw. Lance looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
And to give this time to the tailback. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Here we go on 4th down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Tight end right, tight end right.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, it's Ford, and he's got some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 115 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll try the left side. It's Mitchell. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
A 51-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll bring them back within 4. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A big play there for Philly. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
Hey, we got 3, we got 3.
Smash, red.
Max 50, Max 50. I'm coming. Mike's 50,
On first down, Lance. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
All day, dog.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 14. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Now a handoff here to his running back. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go, let's go.
Let's go now. Yellow, 22.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
3 down, 3 down. Here we go, 50. Mike.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Green Jack.
Mike, 50. Get ready.
Looking to throw. Lance eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
58's the Mike, 58. 58's the Mike.
Mega.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Lance. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Get ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Pick me up. Here we go.
Mahomes going to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Marcus Davenport, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Check. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd.
Yellow.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, let's get in them holes.
Yellow.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
87 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
On the ball. 32.
Situation, let's go.
And now here's a carry heading left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Ready up.
Mike 50. Target. Hey, check Mike 50.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Finding room to the 20 and down to the 16-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
Let's go.
San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Eagles, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.